Okay guys, how are you doing? As you've probably seen, if you watch either YouTube or anything else, one second please, if you watch YouTube or anything else or IGN or anything like that, then you're going to know that the Xbox One has just been released. Don't do that. Come on, just one second. Now, basically what I thought is, obviously our generation grew up with Mega Drive and everything else. Stop it! Just wait one second. Our generation came up with, well, got brought up with not Xbox, Mega Drive, Genesis if you were in America, obviously Super Nintendo, NES, Master System. Those were the ones that we grew up around. But now, obviously, we're entering a new generation of console, and obviously we're still in it, the older gamers, but obviously people like this, like my lad now, are growing up around obviously the Xbox One and obviously the PlayStation 4. So what I thought I'd do is basically tell you my thoughts on it, because we actually watched the live feed of the Xbox conference as well. So I thought I'd discuss that with you, and I'd get this little lad to join in, which is my little boy. Okay, do you want to introduce yourself, mate?
My name is Tyler.
How old are you?
I'm about 7 years old.
7 year old. What's your favourite console?
My favourite console is the PS4.
The last one though. Which one?
PS3.
PS3. Thought so. Anyway, yeah. But obviously that's what the younger generation is going to be growing up with. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and obviously the Wii U. But I'm not really sure whether to count that or not, because obviously, well, it's still a generation graphically behind. So, what I want to say, obviously you've got the specs of the console, which are similar. If you watch the PlayStation one earlier on in the year, you'd know that is a fairly powerful console, because they actually showed off some games. They never actually showed off the box, but they are doing it at E3. On top of that, the graphics processor in the new Xbox is about the same, apparently, as the PlayStation 4. Whether that's true or not, obviously the specs look the same, but obviously it needs to really add up graphic-wise and obviously with everything else. Not only that, you've got a new Kinect sensor bar, which is apparently a lot more responsive than the last one, which is always good if they use it right this time, which is what they didn't do with the original Kinect bar. They weren't enough to support it. So, the other thing that we've noticed is Microsoft, or the Xbox One, is actually getting a Blu-ray player inside their box as well, which a lot of people wanted in the last one, because of obviously the HD DVD war, which was the Blu-ray, and then obviously Blu-ray won out of there, so obviously Blu-ray is becoming the format other than DVD to go for. On top of that, with a few other things as well, you've obviously got the look of the box. Now, if you've seen it, obviously I don't have any pictures, I'm just an amateur doing these videos, but if you've seen it, if you haven't, go and look on YouTube, IGN, GameSpot, anything like that. Go and have a look, because obviously it's better to have a look yourself. But from my view of it, it looks absolutely awesome. It does. And like I say, we've still not seen the PlayStation 4. When we do, that'll be obviously a comparison to make for the actual console itself. So we'll see what goes down with that.
Unigamer is awesome.
Stop it. The other thing is the controller, which looks very similar to the original 360 controller, but with a few different features on it, which basically you're going to be looking at, obviously, more sensitive buttons for, obviously, like racing games, things like that, with your triggers, and obviously your buttons. Along with that, the Kinect sensor bar, I'm going to go back to actually, is a lot more responsive, and you've got more voice commands for it as well. You can obviously do it in an instance between games, movies. You've also got a social hub on there, which, let's face it, people are going to love. On top of that, the actual sensor bar itself comes with the console, unlike obviously the last one, the Kinect bar you had to buy separate as the actual system. So, I'd love your thoughts on that, guys. The other one, which again I'm reluctant to say anything about, is this issue with used games or pre-owned games. Whether you can actually play them, obviously you can trade them in, but what Microsoft want to do apparently, according to like websites and things like that, what they're wanting to do is once they trade it in, if anyone buys the pre-owned product, they obviously get charged with the actual initial price of the pre-owned price, and then after that they want to charge more, a bit more, in order to authorise the game on the console for a second time, even though it's already been authorised. Now, this might come across as very tight to a lot of people, and this is going to be a real it's going to be a real issue, because honestly I can't see that tying on. There's going to be a lot of controversy about it, because people like me, I mean, I'm not the richest of people, and a lot of the games that I buy as a collector are indeed second hand. Even PlayStation 3 games what I buy. I've got the select few. I mean, I got Assassin's Creed 3 brand new, Gran Turismo 5 I got brand new, along with a few others, but most of my games are pre-owned. And if that's the case, that they're charging obviously an extra add-on price on top of the price that you're going to pay obviously either at Game Over here or obviously GameStop or anything like that for any pre-owned product, then it might, I'm reluctant to say riots, but yeah, if I'm honest, I can't see that being or going in Microsoft's favour where the Xbox One's concerned. There you go, mate.
Thanks.
If that's so, it's one of those scenarios that is very strange, and I don't really want to specify what's going to happen with that, because obviously there's going to be way too much on that side of things. So, like I said, that's the most annoying thing about that. Whether Sony will do that with the PlayStation 4, this is another thing. I really don't want Sony to do it, because if they don't do it, it will give Sony the upper hand over Xbox, I think. Other than that, I can't see much else. So, having said that, that's pretty much all I want to discuss, guys. The only thing that I will ask you to do, as I ask every time, hit the like button, comment below, please, because subscribers, there you go. And also, send me your comments about what you think about the Xbox One, because obviously there's good things and there's bad things. The social hubs that they've got, they're skipping between obviously channels, because it also adds up as a satellite box in theory. Like I say, tell me your thoughts below in the comment section, please. And basically, thanks for watching. And nice to introduce my little boy, Tyler. And like I said, what do you say, Tyler? Say bye.
Bye.
Alright guys, see you again soon.